For those of you who work full-time on the road, you'll probably have come across the internet issue, where the internet can be a major annoyance. We have worked full-time on the road for 1.5 years now in our tiny home on wheels, and we've been relying on internet pretty much every day to do our daily jobs, our daily tasks, everything that we need to do. And since we're constantly not only changing location within the country, but changing countries,
the internet issue was becoming rather a lot to deal with. It was always a question of do we stick with the same SIM card? How many gigabytes do we have left? What are the roaming and fair use rules on this SIM card? And then, how long are we going to be staying in this country? Is it worth buying another SIM and paying another monthly fee in order to have, unlimited or enough internet in order to do the work that we need to do? For context, the work that we do is we post videos online, which takes the gigabytes to upload the video online. We also do van conversion workshops, which are like hour-long videos, which take a lot of bandwidth to upload. Then we stream a lot. We do van build consultations. That's a live chat Q&A stuff. Basically, we use a lot of gigabytes.
Depending on where we are, how long we're going to be there, depends on what SIM card we need to put in our internet dongle device. And sometimes being travelers, not having a fixed address in the country that we're in, means that the internet SIM cards we can actually sign up for and get are usually aimed towards travelers who are in the country for maybe a week or two and only maybe use 10 gigabytes of data. Meanwhile, we use on average about 300 to 400 gigabytes of data per month. And 300 to 400 gigabytes per month is in the realm of where you're starting to need pretty much unlimited internet in multiple countries across Europe, along with, as Polly said, dealing with all the stupid roaming charges and the roaming limits and all of that. And it's kind of just got us to a point where we were just going
crazy. And obviously by the sounds of us, or by the sound of Sam, I don't think I sound particularly British, but by the sound of us, we obviously come from the UK, so there is kind of the Brexit issue, that some of the perks and privileges that we did have with our, phone SIM cards, we no longer do. Like, even without Brexit, other people in European countries, usually the SIM card only works within the confines of that country.
Yeah.
So within that country's cell tower. So if you buy a SIM card in Germany, it's still going to have a fair use limit across the border if you hop into Poland.
The idea behind the EU protocol is that they're not allowed to charge you when you cross borders, but they can put a limit on how much data you're allowed to use, not in your home country. So everyone just doesn't go to the cheapest EU country, buy an unlimited SIM and go home.
And today we finally think that we have found a solution to the internet problem. Now, first off, if you are traveling within one country for a significant amount of time, usually it's best to find local deals and then change the SIM card. But if you're going for a longer road trip and you're changing borders every 2-3 weeks or even every month, it can be a lot of hassle to go find a city, go into bustling, loud, scary roads and cars and deal with all of that, and then have to commune in a language that you probably don't know. And it can be rather strenuous and exhausting to have the same conversation of, I need the SIM card, you can't have the SIM card because you don't live here, do you have an address, do you have a passport, do you have It's a lot of work.
And there's also some countries where you can't get a lot of internet, no matter how hard you look. Just some countries you can't get more than maybe 50 to 100 gigabytes.
Was it like France? Basically
Belgium, we met someone from Belgium and they only were allowed to have an 80 gigabyte SIM and they were paying 50
within country.
Within their Belgium country, and traveling abroad they had very limited, and that was like €60 a month. So we've been shopping around for over a year trying to find a SIM card solution to this problem. We did manage to come across a few UK SIM cards which essentially hadn't updated their policy yet, which means you could technically use all your gigabytes in Europe.
But then within like 3 or 4 months of using them, they basically, put up the limit as well, and it became like, from unlimited, you're only allowed to use 12. The last SIM card we bought, we've been trying for 5 months. We have crossed, 7, 10 countries, and we haven't had a problem once. The internet has been working, it's been really good signal everywhere, as long as obviously we park in a decent spot.
So the countries we've been with it so far has been the UK, then we've been in France, Belgium, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Greece, Croatia, and now Italy.
So it's had a pretty solid test. I know that it doesn't work in Switzerland, and it doesn't work in Serbia, and I think the non-EU country it doesn't work. So that, and Turkey, it doesn't work in Turkey.
No.
It has its limits, but it has been fantastic for the trip that we've been doing today. And the company is called Taikon. It is a German-based company that it was set up for German expats who live in Spain. I don't know how they've done it, but thus far, this sort of proxy dual piggybacking company is managing to provide us with 300 gigabytes of internet.
For 40 euros a month.
So we thought that it is imperative that we tell you all, because if you're struggling with all of this internet stuff and you're tired of constantly changing SIM cards, try them out.
So we were in the UK. We basically contacted them on their contact form. We paid a little shipping fee for a SIM card to be shipped to us in the UK. Activated it. Their customer service was really good because we had a little bit of trouble activating it, but they sorted that out basically ASAP. Then we just put it in our dongle and away we went.
That's it. And literally they can send it everywhere. They send you two SIM cards in case you need to activate the second one when you're out there.
Or you want to give one to a friend whilst you're on the road.
I suppose you can do that too.
And yeah, for 40 euros a month, which by the way is a 1 month rolling contract. So if you need to stop it for a couple of months, say you're going to Turkey for a couple of months, you can just pause your contract and basically not pay for 3 months and then come back and start paying again when you're back in the countries that you can use it in.
Taikon SIM card has been a real lifesaver when it comes to doing work more productively on the road and not having to worry about constantly checking your limit, because obviously our phones have some available gigabytes, but like Sam has 50, I have 25, and we usually watch YouTube videos on the phones, and that just drains them quickly enough. So if you have to work on that as well, it's a bit of a bummer. The links to Taikon are down below in the description, so make sure that you check them out. And if you are to quote Freedom Strider when you contact them via the contact form down below, you will get 10% off, so make sure that you don't miss that opportunity while it's still here. I can't quite express how super excited we have been to share this with you and to wait the allotted time for us to test it out to see whether it actually works, because it's been super cool. So I hope this helps you and that you can go off on the road and work remotely and not have to worry about it, because I know that a lot of you just want to hit the road, enjoy travel in life, and then just basically do the little work thing on the side really quickly without hassle and
without all that worry. So.
Yeah, so
this so far has been the solution to us, and we hope it continues.
We'll see you in the next one.
Right. You're actually going to fake. I was actually going to do some work. You're just going to.
Oh, well, aren't you productive? Fine, I'll do some work. I suppose I'll edit this video.
You have to go and unplug the SD card from the camera to do that.
Dang it. You spot the loophole. I barely opened my Tetris game. That's also important to have internet for.